trip, I check my messages. Thoughts popping off, I'm in trouble. This life can burst like a bubble. Nothing is subtle, the pain I carry within. Wanna jump out of my skin.
Turning me for anything I think fast. My advice rich, no free pass.
Cause I'm like, no free pass. My number, no pad. No free pass.
Right in my notepad. It's making you uncomfortable, I know that. You don't wanna talk, no feeling, so I'm looking at the...
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Andrew Pesina. I don't know if this is part one of our part two, or is this part three of our part one, or what the fuck we're doing anymore. But are we just
This is
redoing
part two
it?
of a lost podcast.
Are we just going to restart and just talk about everything we just talked about?
No. So how about the big news today?
Dude, what was that all about? Like,
How awesome was that?
Awesome? Wait, wait, time out.
What?
What news? What news? Wait, what news?
Never mind.
Come on, don't start doing that shit. What news?
So anyway, in unrelated matters, a piece of shit was cleaned up in the streets of New York today, from what I heard.
That politician guy?
No, he wasn't a politician. He was the CEO of a fucking giant healthcare company that fucking was known for having the highest percentage of denied coverage for his users and shit. A guy who helped help make millions of dollars for people off the suffering of other people and shit.
And he was killed and gunned down on the streets of New York this morning, right?
The healthcare CEO.
That's insane, bro. What was his name? Brian something?
Brian something.
Damn. Like, I saw the footage. I ain't gonna lie. I saw the footage of him getting killed.
And you can't tell me that wasn't a fucking hired gun.
Oh, bro, that 100%. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and make my speculations, but I'm gonna sit here and make my speculations of that was not no random act. That was the backpack said it all, because there was obviously a change of clothes or something in that backpack. But that gun that he used looked so fabricated and so fake. I think I told you already. It looked like a 3D printed, like a 3D printed gun, or one of those. I forgot what they're called. Like when they're like with no serial number type of gun. A ghost gun.
Ghost gun.
That was definitely a ghost gun. But yeah, damn, I saw that. I just didn't know the depth of who he was really till I started reading about it, and I was like, oh shit, man.
What's crazy about that is the fucking conference he was supposed to be at just fucking went on like everything was fine, at business as usual.
Do you feel this is like, I hate to say this, man, I don't even want to like say anything bad like that, because I don't want to see nobody killed flat out, you know what I mean? Like, maybe
he made millions of dollars off the deaths of millions of people who paid into a system that they thought was going to take care of them in their worst. Do you think about this, man? There is probably like thousands of fucking people who have gone bankrupt because of that guy, all because they got either a broken leg or a cancer, or they just had to fucking take their kid to the fucking doctor for a visit and they ended up with a $10,000 bill. You know, that's the fucking kind of guy who is responsible for all that shit. And, you know, seeing all the comments online, it should make it very clear to corporate America where everyone is right now. It's like we're starting to see it. We're tired of it, you know. And listen, I don't think any jury in the world is going to convict that dude who shot him. I don't think they're going to. There's no way, you know, anywhere in America, anyone's going to give the fucking the guy who was killed, you know, a fair chance at justice. The same way he denied people fair chances at justice or the ability to live. It's karma.
I don't want this to become a trend where like people start offing people like this who you know obviously did some kind of dirty, shady shit with their money and the way they made their money, because it's gonna be like, I don't know, man. Like, shit like this becomes like trendy, and I hate to use that word, but it sparks interest in other people to be like, hey, well, this fucking other guy, you know what I mean? Especially if they don't convict him or, you know, do anything like logical, you know. So
I'm all for destroying the billionaire class at any cost. Eat the rich, power to the people.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Hang
You
on.
know, anyway, while Gus is doing his thing, I have AEW Dynamite on in the background with Shelton Benjamin going up against Kyle Fletcher. Shelton Benjamin's been really amazing in AEW, man. And Bobby Lashley's match against Swerve Strickland, that fucking Full Gear was so fucking good. Fucking really
I
fucking
saw
good.
that. That was good.
Like, it's great to see them fucking being able to just fucking go to a fucking big promotion and just to be able to show out like that. Like, yeah.
He said, "Yeah."
No, I got a message and I was responding to it.
I'm I'm actually trying to get somebody on right now.
Who?
Don't want to tell
Oh
you to.
God. Is
It's
it
not
who I
bad.
think it is?
No, not at all.
I was gonna say because I will go in on them
No, not at all. Local pro wrestling promoter. See if we can
from
get
out
him.
there
Nah,
or
from you.
here.
You.
Okay. This is Sean Black.
Oh, I forget he's like a promoter like that.
Is it Robert?
Maybe.
Okay. Then you're trying to get Robert.
He's like, it's funny. Hey, Robert, shout out to you because you know what? There's not that many people that he would have guessed right away. Like, yeah, Gus ain't gonna put me in that kind of situation with
No,
too many.
it's because who because I'm trying to think of who still talks to you out here that's a promoter, you know? Because I'm not trying to say that to fucking talk shit or make a joke or anything. I'm
Right.
saying that because like you moved to Oklahoma and you were checked out of the wrestling scene since like what 2018, 2017, I should say.
What do you mean?
Like you were out after FCW and then you sort of like you weren't like as around much, you know, like you didn't really like get to
I only
know.
took like 2 years off, and then we came back and started doing all those
No, but
downtown shows,
you were
and
down in San Diego though.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
you were in a certain little clique. Like you didn't like get out, you know, you were like around the One Ring Circus crew, the Disney crew.
Right, gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
but I still
crew.
know people.
Okay.
I still talk to people. You know what I mean?
Mm, you talk to me.
You're a dick, though.
I am.
But why we sit here and try to
Well,
get
you're a
let's
pussy, so you love me.
fuck that. No worries,
Mm,
man.
mm.
This promoter said he'll get back to us in about 2 or 3 minutes. See if it is. It's not Robert of Rival Pro. It might be Robert of Rival Pro. We'll see.
Hopefully, it's someone cool.
Anyway, what's up with that Diddy list that's about to come out in January?
There's a Diddy list coming out.
Yeah, or am I reading the wrong thing where it said Elon Musk was going to release the Diddy list?
It's Elon Musk. He's saying it. It's probably bullshit. I don't put much stock into what he says. Remember when he was going to build underground tunnels? Happened to that shit.
What do
Dude
you think
just
about like that Diddy shit though? Like I just feel like all the names that are gonna really come out and all this shit, and people already like dipping out of here, out of Hollywood and all this stuff. I'm like, bro, when he got arrested, literally, like I literally fact checked this shit. When he got arrested, a lot of CEOs and a lot of fucking like high executives in the music industry within those 2 or 3 days just resigned. And I'm just like, oh yeah, something's fishy over there in the P Diddy pond.
You know what else is crazy? Right
Huh?
around that whole time, the 23andMe scandal happened. What's really going on, Gus? What's really going on?
The
Huh?
wait, what the what scandal?
The 23andMe scandal. You don't remember that? Okay, so you know 23andMe, right? The
Huh.
genealogy service where you send like some sort of your DNA and then they find your family and shit.
Okay.
So apparently the CEO of that company resigned right around then. I guess there was other shit going on, you know, including Israel and Palestine. Like something was really popping off there. And then the Diddy shit happened. And people were saying the Diddy shit was going down because it's a big fucking distraction. And one of the things it was distracting from is the 23andMe situation, where apparently they're taking all the fucking DNA samples of all the people who submitted them and they're using them in testing and shit to come up with like vaccines and shit or come up with like ways to solve diseases and shit. But people are arguing that, you know, that's sort of against like that's like not what people like signed up for when they like submitted their DNA, and they feel like there's something more nefarious going on with that whole thing. So
So you just think there was like a cover up,
I mean, I'm not saying Diddy hasn't done anything wrong, right? I'm
but
sure
they
he
used this
has a
as a
lot.
definite blanket, right?
People are, I don't believe it, but that like when people do talk about it and they lay out the timing, it's like it is interesting, you know? Like it is interesting how all of this shit started playing out, and like all at the same time. Because like apparently, like I guess they could have gotten Diddy for years, but
Right.
then it happens like right around this
It's
specific time.
like because they waited because it's pretty much it was like a big fit like the shark, you know what I mean? It was like a big whale to catch. It's like, all right, we got this big whale, we know we can catch him at any time, but it's so big that it's going to cover media really well, or it's going to blanket a lot of media. So it's like, yeah, you're probably right, they probably waited, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like when all this was coming out, I remember seeing like this video of the Island Boys being Jeffrey Epstein's real kids,
We
and I'm
talked
just like,
about that.
yeah, and I was like, we did, huh? But it got brought up again, and it got into like this deeper detail, and I'm like, yo, bro, those kids, those kids are his,
So
those
they're
kids are
not.
his, huh?
So they're not from the Caribbean, really. Well, they probably are, but they're
The
not
Island
like
Boys,
they're not like of
Epstein
like
Island.
Caribbean descent, like ethnically.
I mean, look at Jeffrey Epstein. If you put pictures and compare them, they have all the same like facial structure and everything. I was like, damn, they really do.
Mm,
They were just fucking used and abused little kids, and they're like, you know what? You guys taking so much abuse. You guys are old. You guys are old enough now to really realize what's going on. So, here's a bunch of money, and here you're famous now. you know,
mm,
because I mean, Epstein had enough people there to put these kids over. You know what I mean? These fucking kids, like who? They still run around Hollywood. They still run around the music industry. They're still hanging around all these fucking YouTubers and influencers. Like, bro, who really would hang out with you two? Who in the fucking right mind would really hang out with you two fucking bozos?
mm.
So it's like to me they just got their fucking perk package and were like they just got sent on their way. Like, look, we're about to fuck your dad off. Go be Island Boys and there you go. Go hang out
Oh,
with that
didn't he
Jack
get famous after he died?
before. I want to say.
Hold on. All right, never mind. I thought I heard gunshots outside.
Shit, gun. Gun. I see it. I'm like, where my gun? Um, no, but I believe I believe those Island Boys are Epstein's kids, man. It might be conspiracy reels, but I'm just kind of like, you know
Sounds
what,
like a
bro? Like,
conspiracy.
why the fuck are they famous? You know what I mean? Like, they can't really be that famous for just being that two biggest dorks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's weird. How do a lot of these people get famous? Like, remember fucking that guy who fucking sang Chocolate Rain? You don't remember Chocolate Rain?
why am I drawing a blank?
Is that dude who's like, I don't know if he's Indian or Pakistani, but he was skinny, he had glasses, he was really famous. He's like one of the first YouTube celebrities. And he had a really deep
Mm,
voice.
I know what you're talking about now.
And the
I know.
song, yeah. It's like, how did he get famous? You know?
That's because that was in the beginning of a lot of shit, though. That was in the beginning of just being catchy and toony and just be
How
like different. But the Island Boys
how did
came in.
how did that kid? Have you seen that famous Mexico, which this week celebrated its 18th anniversary of that little fat Mexican kid falling off the log and into the water because his friend dropped a log? Remember?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. How did that get famous? Like I feel like with internet fame, it just happens, and and it's hard to explain. Like, how did Ash Trevino get famous?
Here we go. He was waiting for you to bring her up.
Fucking
So
Tampa.
Andrew has gone down this rabbit hole of this
Shout out
lady.
Tampa Bay.
Shout out Tampa.
Pull up, pull
Shout out
up.
Tampa Bay. Pull up.
This is for my tia. I love my tia so much, who I just met on TikTok in August, but she's my tia.
So Andrew's gone down this rabbit hole, and he introduced me to this TikToker named Ash Trevino, and basically,
The
I'll
inmate
let him
hawker.
hang on. I'll let him explain everything, but in a
So she's
nutshell, yeah, go
she's
ahead.
this TikToker who's famous for fucking hooking up or getting into relationships with various inmates in Texas, including this one dude who killed two young girls.
Jesus,
And
I didn't know that.
she goes on live on TikTok all the time, and
She's like, okay, so basically, guys, she's a pen pal to these guys.
she is the ugliest woman I have ever seen in my life. She looks like fucking clay with a blonde wig on,
Clay
like a
with a
lump of clay with a blonde wig on, and she's got nasty fucking makeup and all that shit. She's basically the most annoying person you can ever come across. Like if you're ever at a bar, right? And someone is drinking and they just start dancing and shit with somebody and they're hugging up on people. That's Ash Trevino. And she also talks a lot of shit, you know? What?
no, I'm just listening.
Okay. So anyway, like she talks a lot of shit and she's always putting her shit out there. And like she's got two teenage daughters that she neglects. They sleep on air mattresses.
I did not know.
And keep in mind, she's giving her address to inmates. A lot of them have killed people, killed young girls, you know. So this woman's been fucking going on fucking social on TikTok specifically and going on lives and acting like, you know, she's hot shit, you know. But she's like some 4'9", 200-pound linebacker looking,
Goddamn.
garbage looking. Yes, that thing right there. Keep the sound down. Keep the sound down. Oh, I'm getting to this point. Pause it right quick. Pause it really quick.
Oh, I gotta go back. Yeah.
So this is the second incident. So the first incident, like she was talking shit about some woman named who goes by Tampa Bay. Tampa BAE. I should clarify for people who want to see that shit. So Tampa Bay apparently went to Ash's house 2 or 3 weeks ago and pulled up and like knocked on her door and shit while Ash was on live. And then she got visibly scared as shit, right? And like this was like in Ennis, Texas. I don't know which part of Texas that is, but Ennis, Texas. So that happened, you know, as weeks go on, fucking Ash continues talking shit and all that.
So Tampa Bay's her rival.
One of her rivals, I believe.
Shout out Tampa Bay.
So then Thanksgiving weekend, right? Ash takes her two daughters with her to her tia's house. And if you don't know what a tia is like an aunt or at least close family friend. But the problem with this tia is that Ash only met her like in August, I think, not too long ago.
What?
And all of a sudden, she's her tia. So her tia is in El Paso. They fucking take her to fucking Ash takes her daughters to her tia's house, right? To spend Thanksgiving and shit. One of her daughters had a fever and was really sick. And all this other shit. So during the whole time, like Ash is on TikTok live all the time and shit. And at one point she fucking she says, "Hey, let's go to a bar, right?" And then she gives out the fucking location of the bar, right?
Oh, is that what this is?
This is where we're at. Pull up. She was saying pull up, right? And this leads to this incident right here where she fucked around and found out.
I hit harder than him. Girl. Woo! And you know it too. I protected you. Yeah, I know. And I told her exactly why you got. What's up? You're talking about me? Who are you? Who are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? are you? How are you? What's up, bro? How are you? What's up? How are you? What's up? You were talking about me. You told me to pull up, right? Right here, girl. What's up? Hey, don't be touching me, bro. Don't be touching me. You, bro, you're not your ass. Don't even go there. You're not. Get up, man. You're not about to fight.
So that happened, and apparently she had her fucking hair snatched out, right, during that incident. I guess it didn't get shown on live, right? There was another angle. There was another angle of it, but like you can't really see much, right? So that wasn't even the wildest part of the night. Go back to the Diaz house, and I guess the Diaz ex-boyfriend or there something was there, right? And they started fucking going at it, and then all of a sudden, fucking this dumb bitch Ash Trevino is on TikTok live, and she calls 911, and she gives out the address of her Diaz house on live.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I will say there was this one funny moment where like Ash was asking her Dia if she fucking made the bathroom smell after using it. So it's funny because like she's just going, Dia, does it smell? Does it smell in there? And so like she's trying to say it louder, but like as she's like trying to talk, like the song that was playing in the background starts to end and it fades out, and she goes, Dia, does it smell in there? And everyone could hear her, and she's trying to be quiet and shit.
She just sounds like garbage.
Dude, her daughters make fun of her.
I would too.
Her daughters make
I
fun of
would
her.
too. You need to stop watching. Hey, we're with you, Tampa Bay. I don't know who Ash Trevino. You're man, Ash Trevino. Actually, we're gonna clip this. Ash Trevino, me and Andrew are inviting you to come hop on mic'd up with Gus. We want to talk to your ratchet ass and see what you're really all about. Because you know
Pinche
what?
borracha. Oh, and she's a racist too. She says a lot of shit about Mexicans, so I don't want to fucking say a thing or two to her.
What, Holmes?
Yeah,
You
fuck
got
her.
something to say about raza, bitch?
I mean, she could say that about my dad's half sister Sonia, but everyone else,
You're not very firme, Ash Trevino. I ain't fucking with you, Ash. Pull up your socks and
she's
pull
so
up on Mike the Gus,
disgusting looking.
fucker.
Fucking all that fucking makeup and shit,
Ash Trevino.
just to look like a
Fuck
fucking
you.
payasa,
What
payaso,
the fuck he said? Con
female
queso,
clown.
puta,
I don't know if payaso
verde,
actually works for a female clown, but
casa,
anyway. Did that other promoter
little
hit you back?
cholo, mariachi loco. I'm just going over the shit that I know in Spanish anyway.
Okay. Might as well stop before you get yourself in trouble.
Andrew, when you were a kid, when like I'm talking about you believed in Santa at the time, what were the biggest toy, like what were your top 5 toys? Like I don't care what age you were, what were the top 5 toys you remember you wanted as a kid that you're like, Mom, let's go fucking tell Santa I need a fucking Red Ryder BB gun. What were your top 5 toys?
That I wanted and got or didn't get.
Ooh, there's letdowns.
Nah.
What was your biggest letdown on Christmas when you thought you for hands down you were about to get this fucking thing?
I don't think I ever really had one.
Okay, so what were your motherfucker? Why'd you even bring it up?
No, because I was just thinking like, no, I wanted you to be specific about the question because it wasn't clear. Like,
okay, so
like
what were the
that you wanted and got? Like, because I think like most of the presents I didn't get were like more harder to get stuff, and I always knew it would be harder.
Andrew wanted a pony. He's like, I wanted a pony.
Nah.
Okay, so what were the toys that you wanted as a kid? What were the most sought out toys you wanted as a kid?
Mostly video game stuff and WWF stuff when I was a kid. Remember in 1996 when Jazz Pacific took over the WWF action figure stuff?
Okay,
because you were older, I know you probably, but you had to have seen the commercials.
Yeah, I remember. Okay. I was 16, so I was already like
You were checked out, but you probably
Yeah.
still saw the commercials on TV. Don't be a fucking dickhead, bro.
Yeah, I see him. This motherfucker said I was checked
Anyway,
out.
remember the rings?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah.
I really wanted one of the rings when they first came out, and I got that in like Christmas '96. I also think I got a PlayStation that year,
Oh, that's
which
right. You're just like you're that much younger than me to where PlayStation. Like, yeah, I was
one
still like
year,
fucking toys and
I
He
think
Man
like
and GI Joes and shit.
2 or 3 Christmases before that, Sega Genesis, and it came with like Sonic the Hedgehog 1 or 2. I forgot. I think it might have been 2.
Where
Um,
I can hear the fucking.
Video games were mostly my main wants throughout like later years, earlier years.
Did you have a Sega Dreamcast?
No, because I had the 64 and I had the PlayStation.
Uh,
So I
I think we
didn't.
talked about this. I don't know if we talked
No,
about that.
we didn't. But I remember having both systems. I didn't really see a need for them, and I also felt like at the time there wasn't as many games on there, right? At the time, at
For
least
what?
available for Dreamcast, as compared
Shit.
as compared to PlayStation
Oh yeah, yeah, of course,
and
100%.
Nintendo
Nintendo had way.
64.
64 had fucking hundreds of games.
And I was the kind of kid who was reading Game Informer and shit, you know.
I read Game Informer, dog.
So I
Shit.
knew what was coming up. I knew the PlayStation 2 was going to be coming around, you know, and I wanted to have my eyes on that. And I already thought to myself, my mom got me the PlayStation and then the 64 shortly after in like '96. So it's like I'm wearing out my luck as it is. So if I want the PS2, I gotta like mind my P's and Q's. So I just like didn't see the need for wanting a Dreamcast or trying to ask my parents to get it. But I did have a kid who lived across the street from me named Charles, who was a friend of like everyone in the neighborhood, and he had a Dreamcast, so we'd always go play at his place. And, like we'd play like Marvel versus Capcom and Crazy Taxi and shit. But I didn't really know much else about what was on the Dreamcast at the time, because like it felt like the third option, even though
He said it was like the third
yeah,
option.
even though in hindsight it was like the best fucking system out there. It's just that no one ever really
I
it never really got the respect it got from
hand
most
well,
people.
I hand to God, I had a Dreamcast. I had a bunch of games, bro, and my favorite game on there was Crazy Taxi.
Crazy Taxi,
We took
so
it,
much
dude.
fun.
I took my Dreamcast to my boy's house, and we'd play that shit in his garage, and we just get super stoned, bro. He would put bullets. He his dad had like a vice grip attached to the end of his bench, his
Yeah,
workbench or whatever, and this motherfucker would put bullets in the vice grip, vice them up, and then put a screwdriver at the end of a bullet and just go pop and just shoot bullets into the wall, pop.
oh god.
Yeah, but we would sit there and play Dreamcast and shoot and pop bullets right there out the vice grip. Shout out Travis. Anyway, um, nah, man, I love Dreamcast. I like 64 had Killer Instinct, bro. That
Killer Instinct,
bro.
GoldenEye.
What was was Killer Instinct Gold or some
No,
shit like?
I was talking about GoldenEye.
No, 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 no. But there was one of those
Yeah,
fighting games.
it was Killer Instinct Gold,
Was it like that? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
something like that. And then
Not
that,
GoldenEye was the shit, bro.
and then it had Mortal Kombat trilogy.
Hey, you want to see something sick?
What? Oh shit! His mic is off. It's
His mic is not off.
oh.
Is it cool to sound decent? I'm on my phone. I got it like propped up, so
Now we hear you. Hey, everyone, I want to welcome the promoter, Rob of Rival Pro Wrestling. Welcome to fucking Mic'd Up with Gus. Been trying
What's
to
up,
get you on
Rob?
for a
one of
while.
three. One of three. I can't forget my boy Adam and my boy Ray. So
Speaking of Adam, he actually messaged me just now on Facebook. We're in the middle
yeah,
of a
man. We
conversation.
hopefully we could put together some stuff and make something happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
he just asked me when's your next show. I'll message him right now while you two get acquainted. I don't want to interrupt. So
Well,
Yeah,
hey,
no,
Rob,
we
one
drummed
of the
up
main
some
reasons I
stuff.
wanted to
So
one of the main reasons I wanted to bring you on, man, is because you're one of the ones that me and Andrew have given props to. I know that we've done said our dirt about people and we've gotten our mouths in trouble and all this other shit, but I am gonna take my time to step back from kind of like I guess, just focusing on the negative and focus more on the positive, what's going on. And one of the most positive things out in Southern California, one of the most positive promotions is your promotion. You know what I mean? Like,
I
you got
appreciate
good
that.
talent, you know what I mean? You're marketing right. You got good flyers, you got a good team going. You got a healthy crowd building, you know what I mean? And we haven't heard any dirt about you yet, except for maybe you lost a freestyle battle here and there, but that's just what
Damn,
happens.
dude.
I wish that'd
but
be the case, but that's not the case either. So
but I wanted to give you your props, and I never wanted to, put you in the hot seat or nothing like that. I just wanted to give you your props, find out how Rival Pro started, like who your champs are, who you've been working with, and what kind of future plans you got. So, I mean, Rival Pro's been around a while. When was your first show with Rival Pro?
oh man, I think going back from our August was our anniversary show, so I believe it's been about it was 7 years. I'm a big Kobe fan, so I thought this was the 8th year. So we were trying to make like 8 the big number, but I was wrong. So it was 7 years. So it's been about 7 years. Kind of just going back. Me and Adam, we've always been good friends for since for a long time before high school and stuff. We kind of drummed up a recipe to put together shows. I think we were in line at like an NXT show years ago. I was right in LA, and we kind of I told him, look, I put together hip hop shows. I think I could do this and help out, maybe make something happen. And then it just kind of became a conglomerate of putting our minds together, kind of knowing what we know. I mean, Andrew's kind of been in the game a little bit more longer in terms of going to shows and being more seasoned in terms of what he knows. But we were kind of aware of what was kind of going on in the scene. Adam actually lived about literally like 2 homes down from where EWF used to run. So I mean, we were in the area from growing up in wrestling and independent scene for a long time. So it kind of started out as 2 marks. But I mean, we used to attend the shows ourselves. We used to go to the local shows and find out what the culture was, and that's kind of how it went. We picked up a couple buddies on the other side that wanted to be part, and Rival Pro started up, man.
That's what's up, man. And I remember your first show, you hit hard. Like, I remember, like, someone came to me
Yeah.
and was like, "Hey, like, what's up with this card?" I'm like, "Oh man, he's he's doing it, and I don't think he's gonna stop." So, I mean, like, I remember that first card you had. Man, remind me, like, oh man, I feel dumb
It was
because
we were big on. I mean, obviously, we just. I mean, man, I love wrestling for so long. I kind of got out of it, to be honest. And then what kind of draw me back in was a lot of the podcasts, a lot of the realism of what was going on that I was unaware of it as a fan. And then from watching like Lucha Underground, we kind of got influenced. So obviously we had Willie Mack come out for that first show.
yeah,
He went up against Bestia 666.
mhm,
We put the champ and the title on Willie Mack. We had people such as like Adrian Quest. I believe we had Brian Cage out.
yeah,
We had his wife out, which was not his wife at the time. She was announcing for us. We went everywhere from getting, oh man, like Lucas Riley,
Scorpio Sky.
Ricky Mandel, Scorpio Sky. So it was a lot
that's
of
right.
different people that we were influenced by to get on the show that we felt that was really going to make us big. We had Eli Everfly on there. So it was just kind of a conglomerate of what we knew and what we have seen in the scene. And we felt like if we could bring that to Pomona, which is our first show, we thought we could kind of make some noise.
Well, you did. I mean, I remember when it first landed, and I I like the name too. It didn't bother me. I was like Rival Pro. I get it. Like, okay. I like what made you choose Rival Pro, by the way? Because I don't
It,
know if, like, at the time, like, if you knew that there was like beef between promotions and shit, like, because at the time when you popped up, I had beef with promotions and shit. So when you brought up Rival Pro, I was like, damn, man, that's kind of a slick ass name to just put out there all of a sudden, you know?
You know, it wasn't to believe it or not. I think me and Adam, we first started. We tried to call. We were trying to make an Instagram and start promoting like wrestling news and trying to get our name out there. And I believe it was like Rise, so like RIZE. So like you rise the wrestling, and of course everything we thought of after that had already been taken, such as Rise and everything else. So we kind of just went through names. What we had was the logo in the middle, which is the guy holding up the belt for the eye. So all we try to do is we honestly, to be honest, we just try to go from there. Let's keep that logo for the eye. What's next? What's the next word? What's the next something that we can kind of move off of? And coincidentally, it was Rival, and it worked with the eye and the logo. So that was
I like
cool.
the name. Andrew, you got some questions for this man? I know you do.
Shit, bro. It's funny you mentioned the whole Kobe thing. Like, I remember, I don't know if Adam told you about this because him and I usually talk about dates and shit because I don't want to run against you guys and vice versa and shit.
Yeah, of
And,
course.
we always, like, for people who don't know, we have that open line of communication between the promotions. We're not like out here trying to undercut each other. We're trying to like, support each other and all that shit. And I remember, talking to Adams, like, I got all these dates I wanted to do, but the only date I had available for my date was August 10th. And, you guys ran with that. But if I didn't, if I wasn't forced to take that date, I probably would have ran August 24th because I'm a Kobe guy. Probably would have been
nice.
Kobe themed. So I'm glad someone else like you guys got it, and someone who respects and understands Kobe's legacy and shit. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That's dope.
And all that. And I remember that show watching it. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. The commentary. I'm sure you heard a lot about that, but I remember it all started with Haas, making a post on Facebook. And I actually remember messaging Adam, giving him my thoughts about it. But like my question to you is like, how did you take that, as a promoter? What were your thoughts on it? Did you guys have any serious talks about it? Like, you don't have to divulge everything. I know there's certain things in the business as promoters we usually keep on the low and shit. But like, whatever you want to make public or can make public, like, how did that whole process play out for you? And what was your entire mindset, approaching that? And then later on bringing in Jordan Castle and all that.
It was I mean, obviously when we're at the show, we hear the streams running good. We go in the back in the locker room. We had a stream up for them, so everything, we're excited because we got it live streaming now, and it was something that a lot of people didn't think we were gonna do. We started getting a little bit of feedback. Eventually, and not until like the next day did we watch the live stream and kind of hear like where they were getting at with the live stream and what was going on with the commentary. Definitely at first it was concerning because we didn't really listen to it at all. Even being live when we were there, we had a commentary team prior to before we moved to Mike and Coffin Radio, Rob, and they were solid. Obviously, we kind of split ways. So our main concern was trying to get a good commentary team that nobody was really using. So we tried to think, outside of the box, which was getting people who are really passionate and kind of like almost like I hate to say it, but like a Michael Cole and a Jerry King kind of deal with Wexler and Rob from Coffin Radio. So once the show went down, we heard all the posts and we read them all and went about it, and we kind of let it go for a few hours to see if we got any more flack. And I told him, look back at it. I mean, there's definitely some mistakes. I think we had mentioned, some of the flaws that we had heard. But at the end of the day, it was a team that we were building. So I think the reason we got Jordan Castle on board was to help with, educating and the productivity. And I think this next show that you guys will see soon went pretty well.
I watched it and I noticed there was a definite improvement. Like I'm keeping my thoughts to myself because I don't want to put a lot of shit out there, and I don't want to make people think I'm trying to talk shit about anything.
No, you're
But
good, bro. You're all
no,
good,
but
though.
like I think there's a lot of things that a lot of people who get into wrestling commentary don't understand about it. And
This dude just tried to hide a beer this big right now.
put that up, put that up.
I
No
mean,
Cheers,
shame.
brother.
I was
We
trying to
got
be cordial. You know what I mean?
Nah,
we got
bro. This
no
is Mike
shame
up with
here,
us,
bro.
brother.
Before I got on today, I was smoking. I said, "Give me like 5 minutes, bro."
Nah,
Hey,
you straight, man. You
I
drink
got
all
a
you
1-year-old
want.
daughter, so I can't be smoking in the house no more like I used to. You know what
if
I
I
mean?
had my pipe, I'd be smoking right now.
So,
No,
no, you
but I
guys are
remember
good.
I remember watching the August stream, and I just remember like there was just too much yelling and screaming and over the top
Yeah,
shit.
there's a lot of excitement.
And it's like it needed to be toned down because what a lot of people in wrestling commentary don't realize, and I see this across the board in SoCal, and it's not just a problem that happened with Wexler and Rob, good dudes. They buy tickets to my shows, appreciate them so much, but it's like they're not the only ones who are out here doing the same mistakes that they got criticized for. Like
Yeah.
I'll watch shit from San Diego, and I don't know if you know that Barry Sweeney guy. You know, I think his commentary is dog shit. Because he's screaming all the time and he's just yapping and yelling, and he's not funny. But fucking all the fucking boys love him. They're all homies and shit, but they're not going to shit on him. So I feel
Yeah.
like part of the criticism, even though there was valid criticism about their commentary, I felt like it's kind of bullshit that you guys took all that heat, even
Right.
though 90% of the commentators here in SoCal are garbage. As a promoter, I only use Jordan Castle because I trust him. I think he's one of the guys who fits the product I'm trying to put out there and shit.
Agreed. No, he's
And
solid, man. He's a solid guy.
and it's like I'll watch Islos Lucha and fucking Jarrell, fucking his bitch ass, like Jarrell
Jarrell does
Diaz, not
fucking.
Nelson, Jarrell
Oh,
Diaz.
we all know who we're talking about. You're talking about. He does commentary.
He does commentary like for several promotions. He's always trying to get himself over, like always trying to talk, like just like he is as a manager, bro. Just trying to get himself over, and it just sucks that no one's saying anything about that. But you know, yeah, they are fans, Mike and Rob, but at the same time, it's like I respect them more, trying that shit than like
Just
fucking
getting on there and
being
screaming and
guys who
yelling like
suck,
an
but
idiot.
get
Right.
completely glazed up by fucking fellow workers because it's like in SoCal, there's too many of these fucking wrestlers going around circle jerking each other, trying to dictate what's good and what's not good. And it's like, no, we gotta listen to the fans, bro. But
You
that's
know,
just me.
I do want to say, at least to them, to Mike and Rob at the time, we kind of snuck up the whole live stream. Was like hours before the show started.
Mm.
They typically will record live and record it, and then we'll have them do traditionally another recording at home, and then they'll mash it up together. That's how we were doing.
Mm.
Maybe like the last like 3-4 shows. So during that show we had, we just kind of we were all excited. Everyone was excited. We're like, look, we're going live. It's here's the mics. They're hot. And although that could have been something they still would have done on a regular recording, we did kind of just bring it up that day, kind of spur the moment. But I'm glad that we were able to clean it up, get some feedback since we haven't had really any like flack. So it kind of worked, which kind of strummed up the name for our last show, all eyes on us, because we never really got some heat like that, but it was nice, you know what I mean? It helped out. So probably one of our best shows
And
of the year. So it was cool.
it kind of sucked too because like I'm not saying it sucked in a bad way, but it's like, bro, like too much negative attention was on that. It's like and deep down, I didn't say anything to Andrew. But I was like, deep down, I was like, I've seen and heard Robert like just professionally on other things, and I'm like, I guarantee this man is going to clean that up and just take that in stride. You know what I mean? And it sounds like you fucking 100% did, which like big shout out to you because a lot of people like just hearing that, oh, my commentary was fucked up, they crumble. Like as a
Right.
promoter, they're just gonna be like, oh my god, I don't know what to do now. And oh my, and Haas is talking shit, and he's a Santino brother now. All the Santino, like your mind starts scattering, right? And
Right.
you were just like, all right, cool. My shit was fucked up. I get it. Like, and I'm not even saying it was fucked up like that, but it's like, all right, cool. I take my criticism. I'm gonna run with it. I still want my product to be good, and I'm going to move forward. And that's
Right.
why me and Andrew, and I'll speak on that on for him a little bit. It's like we respect that from you because it's like, bro, like we're both trying. We know people who've tried to run their promotions good. I try to run FCW as good as possible, with good
I
talent and
feel it. I
shit.
feel it. Yeah, yeah.
But I see what you're doing, man. It's just like, don't.
It's
I told you
I'm
before,
real.
don't let all those comments get to you, man. Just you keep pushing that rival pro shit, man. You're fine, man.
Yeah, I'm a real competitive person. So regardless if it's a mediocre show, I'm always want to take the critique. Obviously, if we get a little flack, I want to fix it. I want to patch up the holes. Because it's these are like little things that we can fix. I know where we're at. So when we get those little things, yeah, it definitely kind of I go to lunch and I drink a couple extra beers, but I mean it don't affect me through the night. I mean that's just me. I sat on. I think I woke up like maybe like 9 o'clock that morning. I started seeing the posts. I started seeing the comments, and I laughed and smirked at some of them because I was like, oh, that's kind of funny.
It's like, yeah, dude.
That's very
Yeah.
odd of you to say when you're doing this or that. But what I don't try to do is bash anybody. I'll take the critique. I'll make it look nicer. And then we come back with a better one, which I think which is what we did on this last show is we really hit them. We brought some new stuff. We got some new Titantron kind of videos coming out. Boosting up the talent, and it's just we
And
take
that's
the hit,
and
or it's a little road bump in the road, but we keep driving.
but that's what wrestling is, man. It's a everyday process and an everyday learning experience. Look, dude,
That's life.
Andrew,
Yeah,
yeah, Andrew
for
can't.
sure.
Andrew comes from wrestling college. PWG is probably one of like if I could
It's
have
the
done what
Yale of
Andrew done,
wrestling education
No, I
right there, bro.
respect that. I kind of went through some of the library prior, and I was like, damn, this dude like really knows his stuff. Like not even just from being knowledgeable, but kind of from being around.
You can see my young ass on a lot of those older shows too, like at the merge
but Andrew will
table.
tell you, bro. Like he's watched those promotions from the beginning to the end,
Yes.
and he can mimic that all he wants, but he's gonna find out every day and every minute he has to learn something new because something changes, something happens. Like you can't control everything. And it's just like, bro, it's up to you to just keep pushing forward with it. You know what I mean? Like, what are
And
you
I'll
gonna
say,
do about it?
and I'll say this to Rob and Adam's credit. I don't know Ray. Shout out Ray.
All
Yeah.
right.
Shout out to Ray.
So like when that stuff was happening, Adam and I were talking a lot. I was just telling him, hey, this and that, because I didn't want to air out my feelings in public when I have a direct line to one of the dudes in the company and shit. And I told him my thoughts about it, and he was very receptive because I know that's how you guys are, and I knew like
Yeah,
if
for sure.
anything was going to come out of this, it's going to be a positive. And I'll say this, I was bothered by that one guy, Adnan Qureshi. I don't know if you saw his comments, Rob, but he was just saying like, "Oh, this is what happens when I retire. Like anyone can come off the streets and just be a fan and get into the business." Like,
Oh shit! I actually didn't see that at all.
okay, so he was talking all that shit, and it's like, bro, first off, you weren't even that good yourself, bro, and second, like, I'll defend Mike Wexler on this because he's been going to promotions for years now. He's
Yeah.
worked with several promotions and shit. He's trying to learn, say what you want about his abilities and quality as a commentator and all that. But this dude's trying to put in his work. He's trying to earn his stripes. It's like, yeah,
Yeah. I
like
feel the
Adnan, you
same.
went to Santino Bros. God bless Santino Bros. Nothing but respect to them. But
Yeah.
like for you to act like you were the only one and that everyone's beneath you is like, nah, bro. There's a reason why you never got the call from Epic Pro. So I'm gonna just say
Damn.
that it's like I
No,
just think
I
I just
feel
thought
that. You know what? For us, a lot was we had a really good commentary team prior, and they went separate ways, and I'm glad with what they're doing. They're doing a really good job. But for a while after that, we were kind of left in the we didn't know who to call on. We wanted to still kind of be different, so we didn't want to necessarily take from said promotions commentary or another promotion. We wanted to, we figured like, man, what could we do? I mean, obviously, I think I'm not sure in terms of the age, but that doesn't matter. But we all kind of came from that early, you know, before attitude era when it was the characters,
New generation,
and that Nitro. Even I feel like I'm a little bit before the Cena generation, which is the ruthless aggression. But
yeah.
Wait, how old are you, Rob?
I'm all 36.
We're the same age, bro.
Yeah, so we're all.
I'm the old
I'm
the old motherfucker, huh?
Born in '88.
From hearing from when Vince used to give promotion and commentary to the JR and King, which is obviously by far my favorite. Even to like that Michael Cole, but basically what we were looking for was someone who was really perfect and adamant about his language and the way he was saying things, which is to us was a Mike Wexler. And then someone who was just kind of a little quirky, a little out of the blue, saying things that you probably shouldn't say, which was in my mind was Rob from Coffin Radio. Now, although it hadn't happened yet, that was what we pictured and we seen from what they did in the scene. So what we wanted to do, unfortunately, it didn't work out perfectly, but I think now, man, these guys really got it.
Really it's fine too.
And that addition with Jordan Castle, that dude's awesome. So
I could tell he was guiding. Sorry to interrupt. I could tell he was guiding them because at one point during the stream, like your producer whoever was running it had the angle on them showing on the stream, and then as like Jordan was talking, or I think Rob was talking, like the fans started chanting. Jordan just went like that, which was like a sign of like hold up, and let the audience, create the soundtrack to the viewers and all that. I think like that was part of it, and like I said, like I knew you guys were going to be able to get that. I just think it's like, it's fucked up that you guys took the majority of the fucking abuse when it's like everyone else besides my promotion, of course. Everyone else has shit commentators. Thank you, hey, hats off to you too, my bud, my friend.
Thank you, and I mean that truly, man.
Game recognized game, bro.
Yes, sir.
When's your next show, Rob?
We haven't announced it yet, but it's gonna be in the early stages of 2025. It'll probably be announced within the next couple months or so. Actually, no, it'll probably be at right around Christmas. Actually,
okay.
We'll announce it, but it's we're leaning towards like February, March, I guess, to kind of give a little hint. And then obviously they got Mania weekend in Vegas, so we're trying to see what we can piece together. And but yeah, man, the last show was probably our best of 2024. Nice. In terms of ticket sales, in terms of walk-up sales. The matches went great. It was nice to have Rick Knox back. So I mean, everything's just kind of moving up. We're just trying to stay relevant and really just trying to just deliver product as much as possible right now.
That's all you can do, man. Just market as much as you can, get out as much as you can, use guys that are going to help you market your show as much as you can, but ultimately it's always going to be up to you. Me and Andrew, we'll still grab a box of flyers and like just be out there in parking lots.
Bro.
Always, bro.
Like, I almost got kicked out of the Forum parking lot flyer.
I think the first time I met Andrew,
Rob, you do hip-hop shows.
Pomona Glass House.
Yeah, Pomona Glass House.
You had your show.
We both had our flyers.
Yeah, chopped it up a little bit.
Shows, promoting Rival Pro and yeah, I mean, even from that day we were just handing out flyers. I was like, man, this dude's a cool ass dude. I hit up Adam. And I was like, yo, that's your boy? And he's like, yeah, it's my guy right there. I was like, man, he's a cool ass dude. We handed out flyers the right way, respectfully.
Yeah.
It's that's like you said, game recognized game, man. We're two of the same kind.
Yeah, and it's like it was funny is like it wasn't that show, but like the Prestige show before that at the Glass House, there were XPW Street Team guys, and they were being fucking
like the left or right of us, right?
I don't know. I might have been the show before that, but they were like trying to fucking talk shit on my show and all that.
Oh fuck! Oh,
and it was like
we were at. Okay.
Is
like
that
they
where
were,
Dirty Ron was running shit?
no,
Oh,
no, but they were trying to talk shit like, don't go to that show, go to this show. And it's like, bro, I almost had to fucking sock out one of their dudes, bro. Like,
Yeah, no,
I
it's mutual respect. You know, we're
yeah.
both there, promoting the show. We had different dates. I mean, to talk down, I don't understand some of these guys when it comes to that. You know what I mean? But I'm also, like for you, you're a fan before a promoter. You went to many shows, prior. I was just always someone that I just had the love for it. I did hip hop promotion for like 10 years. But like deep down, I was like, man, I always want to get into this. So I respect both you guys' hustle. The knowledge you guys have for it. I love this shit, but I mean, I can get,
it's draining, huh?
knowing other promotions, having beef with other people. Sometimes
I
I kind of learn from you guys. Sometimes I just kind of peep in and I'm like, man, who's getting the dirt sheet today, man?
I mean, it's inevitable, bro. It's always been like that. It's always going to be like that. It's human nature, you know.
Respect, yeah.
When you're in competition, people are always going to be trying some shit. But it's like I feel
Mhm.
like at least right now with all the like good promotions that are all on the up and up, it's like I feel like we all, even if some of them might not see eye to eye, we all have some sort of commonality and that we're all on the same page. It's not like
Yeah.
it's not like the shindy promotions out there, fucking booking guys like Legend Daryl and all that, or running in Orange County. Like fuck them. They can go fuck themselves. They're not on our level. They're not using guys
Don't
like
get Rob in trouble, man.
they're not using guys like fucking Adrian Quest. They're not using guys
I'm
like
just
Tito.
I'm just learning and listening. You know what I mean?
Hey Rob, I gotta ask you, promoter to promoter, um, and to all the fans out there, who do you think are some of the best up and coming SoCal people, either in Rival Pro or not in Rival Pro, that you got your eyes on that you want to bring in eventually?
And
Uh,
mind you, when you answer this, you will not be hurting feelings. It's literally, bro, like
Oh, if
who?
people get their feelings hurt, fuck them. They're
Fuck them. You know
pussies,
what I mean?
bro.
But it's like, but you gotta understand, people need to know who are good wrestlers out in Southern California right now. Who do you have your eye on? And
yeah,
Detroit.
I mean, aside from obviously who the top ones are, I mean, obviously, you got people like, like that, like just for one person, Bad Dude Tito. For us right now, we got the champ on here. We got the title on him. He's the champ. We got other people who we ran with like Slice Boogie, so who's another top talent. But for up and coming talent to kind of switch and answer the question that you guys are asking, I mean, hands down for sure, probably's got to be Chris Nasty.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I fuck with Chris Nasty.
Super humble guy. Easy to work with in terms of whatever
Talented.
He's just very humble. He soaks it all in. Great talent. Another person I got to throw out there is definitely got to be Wicked.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
lucha from San Bernardino.
He's stepping up a lot.
Same thing. Super humble, great talent. We had him come out, and he just kind of popped out, and the whole crowd went wild for him.
I noticed he took his mask. Like he's done with the
Yeah,
mask or
what's up
what?
with that?
Yeah, he kind of does a little bit of both. One of the
Hey, whatever
shows
works
that,
for him,
last
bro.
show
But
we
he
had,
was. I see his movement is a lot different from than a year and a half ago. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I know he works. I know he runs some trainings with Santino's. I'm not sure who he went with before, but he
He was
kind of
at
mixes it all in. And
Yeah.
about a show or two ago, he ripped it off and was like, "Fuck it." So
Fuck it.
he was at
even this
EWF.
last show, he came out with it on, and he takes it off, pre the match, right before. So it's kind of cool. It kind of just gives you this like kind of fuck it, I'm gonna take it off thing.
Right.
And he kind of just explodes, man. So Chris and Wicked are really dope. I mean, of course, you got like your well knowns like Lucas and Dom Kubrick with Krusty Crew, really solid tag team.
Really good.
We got some people that were coming in from Vegas, but yeah, I mean, everyone's solid. We try to work with a lot of veterans, and we try to. It's hard to give new people a shot, that we just have this list of people, like Ray Rosas that keep coming through. We have people like Eli Everfly that always continue to come through. Although he's in Vegas now, is like Matt Vandergriff. He comes through every now and then. So it's hard to, we're trying to get all the up and comings. We're doing our very best. But yeah, it's a long list, man. But yeah, some of those ones that, at least for now, that are working with us, that I could vouch for is definitely got to be Wicked, Chris Nasty,
That's right.
Milo, Mac Daddy Milo. She's a great, female performer. She's been doing great with us. But we do have some other people that are coming in from like Vegas, like Sonico, which you people are familiar with. Mariachi Montana from Vegas is a really good tag team who I could recommend. But we're kind of the barriers of SoCal and Vegas are so close now.
Right.
We're trying to get the best of the best. If I didn't mention someone who feels like they're better, I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You know what I mean? It's not like I'm not thinking about you or we don't hit you up, but it's, man, we run
man.
6 matches, and to not, we run with Quest, Bad Cheeto. We got Che Cabrera, who's like really fucking, and he's on the streak right now. So
Che will chop your fucking soul right off your body.
Bro, his fucking left shoulders got more muscle than I do on my entire body, bro.
And he's a great dude. So with all saying that, it's hard for me to pinpoint. Like, I know, you got people like Cameron Gates, really dope.
Right.
He's always a solid worker. So you could go down the line, but we have like a real fine line that we try to draw. People who are veterans that people could vouch for.
Yeah.
We want to make sure they're safe in the ring. Right now, Danny Limelight's been really doing a good job with us, but he's someone who's also been kind of around for a long time. So that's not really someone like, in terms of a new person. So, but now we're always looking for new people. But for right now,
shout out Danny Limelight. You should hit me up. We should do an interview.
Hit him up, man. He's been doing good. You'd be quite surprised.
I'm gonna say, I have my eye on Wicked. I would like to bring him in 2025 because he started out in EWF.
He's solid, bro.
Now he's in Santino Bros, and he's been going to the New Japan Academy, so he's really improving. I wanted to bring him in last year, but like Rob, the struggles of having so many shows and so many spots and a long list of talent you want to bring in. Yeah, and I've had dudes fucking get mad at me because I don't book them on shows, but it's also like,
oh, for sure.
I'm sorry, bro, but I forget a lot of times, and 2, it's like there's so many fucking people I'm trying to bring in while also trying to fucking get my regular guys in, Right. So it's hard because
that's got to be the most difficult thing. I don't know how. I mean, man, I don't want no one's feelings to get hurt, but I know. Man, life is life. I do collections, so.
Yeah.
Sure, you're giving me your money.
Someone's gonna get it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say by that is it is hard when you have the people like your local or your main roster, and the people that are hitting you up that you feel that deserve a chance, but
it's hard. It's hard.
Unfortunately, there's just there's no end, and then you got to decline. So that sucks.
I'll say this: Oscar Felix from Santino Bros and Chaz Price from Santino Bros. I feel like they're 2 of the best rookies in SoCal this year.
Nice.
Keep your eye on them. They've done my shows, and I feel like they're getting close to going from like prelim matches to main show matches. Maybe after the next show, because I'm really enjoying their work. I think they got a lot of potential. They're also in like East Los Lucha, who I really enjoy watching. Aside from Jarrell's commentary, fuck Jarrell. Anyway, but they're really good. Fuck, who else? There was someone I saw recently that I thought was pretty cool. I'm trying to.
I definitely.
CJ Tino.
CJ Tino's good
from San Diego.
What's that? I'm definitely aware of them. Definitely.
Who?
Oscar Felix and Chaz Price. Yeah.
Yeah, CJ Tino is also good.
CJ Tino's good.
Really like him.
I watch a lot of his shit.
There's a few.
Actually, Tito just hit me up today about CJ Tino, and Tino just hit us up. So I'm glad to hear that. That helps.
I co-sign on him. He's always willing to help. So definitely endorsement for CJ Tino. Because I don't really want to say much about the San Diego scene right now, but he's one of 2 or 3 people I'll book from there. So I think he's really good. And there's a lot of good Santino students coming up because I watch a lot of their training videos, right?
Yeah, same.
their students that they got coming up are looking way more polished and all that. And I'm really excited to see what this new core is going to be doing over the next few years. Like,
Yeah, no, they
who
look good
steps
for
up and
sure.
shit. But yeah, like that's where I'm at. And it's like I feel like we have a bright future in SoCal. And it's just like I just hope more promotions can like, you know, get their shit together, either like when it comes to
I
like
feel that.
when it comes to like figuring out like who should be on shows or if they should be even running shows. But also it's like I really hope we can get more consistency from like local promotions, because Rob, you know how hard it is to fucking try and schedule or run a show in SoCal these days, because like we've got
Man,
so much
it
competition.
was tough to run around. You know, when you had PCW, and a lot of other like main promotions. Like at one point when it was bar wrestling, we had to try to kind of plan around these shows.
Yeah.
Even like when EWF was in Covina and we were trying to run Pomona. So I mean, just like as everybody knows, from Gus to yourself, when you got local promotions trying to run in your city, or if you're trying to run in that city, it's kind of got to plan around them. We try not to do things or mess with other promotions. Kind of like promotion or promotion courtesy.
Yeah.
Just hit everybody up. Look, if they're obviously we're not going to try to mess with if GCW is in town.
Fuck us up.
Why do that?
Yeah.
I do
Or
that.
if Circle 6 is having something. I mean, they have their own cult following, but why try to mess with it? Because some of our fans like to go to their shows.
Yeah.
Same thing if Epic's running. I mean, we kind of book some of the same talent, not always the same.
Yeah.
Like you guys had a stack of headliners a couple of shows ago.
Fuck, bro, that was
So
expensive
it's like,
as shit.
why are we gonna mess with something like that when it's gonna when it's gonna affect us, and if we can let everybody eat at that same day, let's all eat,
It's like, it's funny. It's like someone did say there's enough room at the table for everyone to eat, but at the same time, it's like, who's bringing the food and who's just fucking coming along for the free meal? It's
yeah.
It's
I'm all about seconds and thirds. So
yeah, it's like
if we got to kick a couple people off the table.
I think there's a lot of people that got to bounce.
And I guess those people, it's. I mean,
Mr. California,
probably this is why they're not.
Mikey Gordon,
Relentless Pro Wrestling.
Jesus. All right. Let's not get it. All right, look, man. Let's not get into that. Let's not get into that.
No, I mean, you know what it is? Everybody's on the level that they're on. I feel like we're like right there right now. There was a couple of promotions that aren't doing their thing no more, which kind of leads us up to like kind of like the cream of the crop.
There's a lot of promotions that haven't been able to run because it's like so competitive. Like,
not
just with wrestling, but like in LA, it's just the entertainment capital of the world. So you got all this shit going on.
Right.
And like every Saturday, it's like now the Lakers are playing on Saturdays, the Clippers are playing on Saturdays and shit.
When speaking of the Lakers, y'all just got smoked by 40 fucking points.
Shut the fuck up, Gus.
Yeah,
damn, that shit just popped up
tonight.
I don't.
So that's why I'm on so early. I refuse to watch when they go down.
Bro,
like, nah,
I do got my champs hat on though.
Woo! 134 to 93. God,
I have my 2010 championship hat around here somewhere, but
golly. Hey, off. Hey, you know what?
Now.
Blake Snell.
Fuck all y'all, man.
Listen, bro, we deserve it after all the freaking from being owned by Fox, getting them trading away Mike Piazza and shit, trading away Adrian Beltre and shit, Paul LaDuca, and then fucking ending it with Frank McCourt. We deserve all this shit.
Yeah,
you guys, hey, wait. I'm gonna ask. Did you guys go to the parade?
No,
I couldn't do it, bro. I'm
just too much, or what?
Fuck standing around.
Yeah, it's too much. I party on my own.
Right.
No, and shout out to anybody that went out there. I'm sure it looked great. But traffic looked horrible. I would have got mad.
Parking in downtown LA is a bitch too. So it's like unless you were going to the stadium for that rally, it wouldn't have been worth it.
They were showing that one lady up at the mall or whatever. I don't know what mall it was down there. She said she was at the same spot for 7 hours trying to get out of the parking structure.
Fuck.
I was like, fuck that.
Yeah, I
Fuck
can't do
all
that, bro.
Hey, do you
I'll
see
sit
that?
in my car. I mean, obviously, there's no way to fucking Uber home, so
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
You see that Padres fan who tried to make a music video during the parade?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Fucking lame ass.
Well, what about
He
that
did.
dude who chopped his whole hand off?
Oh, on the firework? Bro, that was sick. I
What
saw
about
it.
your boy who
Instant
spelled
Vader hand.
doggers instead
And
of
then the
Dodge?
fucking fans were fucking telling him to go to fucking school,
Oh,
learn to
man.
spell and shit. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, that dude embarrassed us, but
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys win a World Series. You can't even
oh,
spell your own
some dude
fucking name.
died falling off a fucking parking
Off the
structure.
top of the structure.
Yeah.
And it's and I don't think I was gonna run into any of that, but you know, I've done my fair share of parades. It's just madness, man. But if you can condone all that and still do it, man, props to you.
He's
I
like,
went
Ross,
to
I'm too old to be out there, brother.
I went to the 2000 and 2001 Laker parades, and I was like 12 and 13. It's like I can't, like now as an adult, I can't handle that shit, bro. Like I couldn't
Yeah.
handle
Like
it then.
social anxiety, like a motherfucker.
You
Yeah.
get to see them, they pass by you, and you wave and you scream, and then
Oh,
they're just
that's
gone.
hey. One of the videos out there, one of the reels said that shit. The dude was like, "I've been out here for 8 hours for this," and you see Tommy Edmond just go like this right by
Yeah.
him and shit.
Like this. They give you
The
the
bus
princess
just fly
wave, and
right
they're
by
gone,
you. I was like,
bro.
damn.
I've seen
No.
Kobe do it. I've seen Shaq wave to me. Or I don't even know if he was waving to me.
Hey, he was waving to you, bro.
But he was waving towards my direction. But yeah, it's about an 8-second, like, you know,
Oh, his hands is
satisfactory.
big. He was waving to every. He was like, hey,
And
hey,
that's
everyone.
it, man. And then you got to figure out how you get home next, you know. And so no, I skipped that one, but I was happy, man.
Shit, Andrew, do you got any questions we could wrap up Rob with? Because we don't want to get him on the in trouble side about things. Because honestly, man, this was definitely a good thing to hear, a positive thing to hear about another promotion out there that's doing it. So I mean, props to you, Rob. I definitely give you your golf clap on that.
Thank you, man.
Keep doing your thing, man. Keep the hustle going. Know that you are doing the right thing. You're not gonna have 1 million people there. You're not gonna have 1,000 people there.
Yeah.
But once you get up to the hundreds of people and shit, dude, like at FCW's peak, we were doing 450, and I did 3 shows like that, and I was like, fuck yeah. And I had this great formula and shit, dude. Just keep doing what you're doing. Andrew's like, you guys are just like he said, you guys are struggling against the LA entertainment. You guys are in Hollywood, basically. You know what I
It's
mean?
a battle, man. It's
so but just
everything
keep
in
going,
LA
man.
is a fight, you know, and you got to have the right formula. You definitely got to get along with each other in a sense. You don't got to be buddies and giving each other hugs, but
right.
you know, we're in the battlegrounds, and you know, as long as you're delivering, you know, proper product, you know, I'm. Some people hear of me or hear from me, and they don't know what they expect. I haven't been in the scene. But I mean, I got my eyes. I mean, I'm a fan just like everybody else was. Like I said, I'm very competitive. I like to critique, which some people might not like to hear what I have to say. But I mean, you know, I got my own opinion.
No one ever
so.
does.
Gives a shit, bro.
No one likes to hear opinions of other people unless they're getting praised. So it is.
You got anything? You got anything for him, Andrew?
Yeah, did you see that fucking CEO get shot this morning?
Oh man.
Damn,
how
bro.
wild is
Good
it?
plan, man. It was. My thing. I'd rather talk shit about wrestling before I talk shit about politics.
No, but he was a healthcare guy. That's a big difference, though. He was a CEO. He was a
Don't
business
fuck with
dude.
the Medicare, man. People get pissed, man.
Bro. But did you think it looked like it could have been like a Hitman thing?
That was a hit.
It looked like
that was straight hit, bro.
Yeah, they planned it right, man. Unfortunately.
Fucking,
and then his shit got stuck, and he was like,
they said that's the way the cookie crumbles, you know.
Gus is saying it was a fucking ghost gun or something.
That was a ghost gun, bro.
Ghost gun?
Like, that's what he's saying.
Look at that shit again. That shit looked like a 3D or a 3D printed gun. And they started, hey, them shits work. Them shits work.
Man, I've seen those things that they do with the drones now. They come down, they drop the drone, and just smack the bullet out, and there goes your brains.
bro, they're fucking bombing people with drones now.
Oh yeah, drones are gonna be
Fucking
over us one day.
crazy,
Hey,
dude.
I play Modern Warfare. I see what's about to happen. Okay, I see
Hey
what's
man,
about to motherfucking
those
happen.
25-foot slides they do
Oh
sliding through the
yeah.
screen and then shooting you. That's pretty brutal, you know.
Mm-hmm. Rob, man, do you have anything for us before we let you go, brother?
No, man. I appreciate you guys having me on. I appreciate you letting me tell certain parts of my story. Anytime you guys want me to have, come back with your critiques of matches or
Hey,
whatever
fuck
like
it.
that, I'm always all for it.
Hey, we'll watch matches from our shows and we'll talk about them. Maybe do some
Oh man,
behind the scenes
I've
shit.
seen a couple from the previous episodes, and it gets me by. I drive from like Ontario to Victorville every day. So it's like I got like an hour, 2 hour drive. So I'll put the episodes on and
Here
also
to
Hell
talk
yeah.
some
the
shit.
matches that you guys critique and.
Hey, sorry the live episode was so boring. We were totally the last episode. That was so bad.
No,
that was all his
I hit
fault.
up Gus. I was like, bro, where are you guys been? Because I'm like dying on my drive home right now. And I need
Damn.
some shit to be talked. I mean, I need to hear someone get fucking sandbagged, man. Like,
I guess we're gonna have to go hard in San Diego next episode.
Ah,
I
shit.
mean, whoever it is, I think, from when you guys started, obviously, I mean, at first I was like, yo, they're shitting on a lot of people. It's kind of fucked up, and then I kept listening, and I was like, well, I kind of get like where they're going. It's almost like you watch a TV show that someone recommends for the first time, and you're like, yeah, this is kind of ass, and it's kind of like the reason why I didn't watch it. And then when you start getting the story and you start seeing the direction, you're like, wait, this all actually kind of makes sense now.
Mhm.
And then you just can't stop listening. You can't stop watching it because
It's a car wreck,
and
bro.
that's like for me was like Rick and my brothers used to watch Rick and Morty, and I was like, this is like a really dumb show. And come full end of the scale, I was like, yeah, that was a pretty intelligent show.
I felt like that with Entourage. Like I remember seeing
That's a great
the Yom Kippur
great
episode.
example.
Like I saw that and I hated it because I thought it sucked. But then then I was told
Wait,
like,
whoa.
this was
Why'd you hate
season
that
3B
episode?
because it was just boring. But then everyone told me, oh, that was season 3B. That's not that good. Go watch season 1, 2, 3A, and then season 4.
3B was kind of like lame, but how did you
Yeah.
not like the young bro? That was the fucking when they blew it with the fucking dude and they couldn't get it signed by 6 o'clock and they lost all the fucking
That
thing.
whole
And
shit
fucking
was
Nicky
season
Rubinstein
1 or
fucked it off, and
2.
then he gets in trouble and then he's doing blow with these two bitches, and then fucking Vince. What do you mean?
At the time I didn't like it. At the time I just didn't like it. I grew to appreciate
He's
it.
right.
I grew to appreciate it. Look, it wasn't like
Entourage fan, dog.
It wasn't like a
Entourage
day in the
fan.
valley, bro. It wasn't like a day in the valley or fucking the one where Vince had to go do that Sweet 16, But
yeah, no, I feel you. It wasn't as typical as like, if you're from the area, you get it.
yeah.
But not being from there and watching it, I was like, oh, this is how it is. Like,
It fell off
I
after
felt
season
all
5, I'll say that.
the whole victory.
Viking Quest. Bro, the Comic-Con
man,
episode.
had me, man.
Hey, if your favorite character is in drama, then you're not a fan.
Bro, that Comic-Con episode where the fucking porn stars go to fuck Rainn Wilson and he asks what they're doing because he gave Vince a bad review.
Probably my favorite dude, and he used to keep me in this like kind of work mode where it was like, fuck you, I'm gonna do what I want. I'm a hard ass. The whole Ari Gold character lives with me for life. And
he's based on Ari Emanuel, who's the owner of TKO, which owns WWE and UFC.
That's the funny part about that.
Yeah, because it was Endeavor who bought it out, and then they created a separate company, and now supposedly they're like $26 billion in debt, and that shit is due in June 2026. So that's why you're seeing WWE prices skyrocket on everything.
You guys want to know some Hollywood secrets?
WrestleMania this year,
bro. Raw $200 just to get in the door.
Man, not even 2. I mean, I got a room book. I think it's like $5 for a day.
Damn.
500-600 for a day. I think online right now for a 2-day ticket, it's like $950 as the lowest for a 2-day ticket nosebleed.
Where are you sitting?
Man, I ain't sitting nowhere yet, but I'm about to find something. I'll recommend everybody, and this is you might feel like it's bad advice. Get your tickets towards the end.
StubHub.
Bro,
Yeah, StubHub.
there's that website. As
Tickets
soon as
really
there's
good.
that one website, as soon as the event starts, all the tickets go straight down.
Yeah. SeatGeek, I think.
Something like that. And it's bro, like it's WWE, man. Like the
It's
first 20 minutes, you ain't gonna miss shit.
yeah, for sure.
You're gonna miss video packages.
When they were in LA 2 years ago, I bought like 6 tickets. I used 4 of them. I tried to put the other 2 up for sale, and I had them at a stupid price. At the day of the show, I ended up selling them for like $60 a piece.
Mm.
Damn.
Wait till the day of the show. Even I went to a Raiders Packer game like about a year ago. Same thing. I bought them prior. The day of the show, they were going for like $80. I think I bought my tickets for like $250.
Damn.
So I mean, I don't want anybody to take my word for it and not get in, but wait, don't have FOMO. You know,
Hey, that only
gonna
happens.
get in. Someone's gonna get sick. It's Vegas. Half the people are gonna fucking end up being hungover before the show.
STDs.
Hey, to all the people watching this, none of this is going to happen in indie wrestling because we don't price our tickets like that.
Yes, yes.
We'll probably do a 20% sale, but that's it. We're not going to go that low.
We'll do a BOGO.
We aren't doing $5 tickets at the door.
You buy me 3 beers in the stadium, you get the ticket for free.
Hey, any fan out there, if you give me an ounce of weed, I'll let you come to my shows for free for life.
Yeah, for life. You'll get a card and everything.
Fuck yeah.
Bro, if you get 16 people to your show with that deal, that's a pound, dog. That's great.
The WrestleMania tickets, I mean, for anyone thinking otherwise, if you're connected, if you're not, if you're a fan, they're expensive, man.
Expensive.
For everybody and everywhere. If you could get it now and you got money, get it. But I would recommend trying to wait.
Yeah, WWE wants their money. They don't want to fucking
I
default
check
on their loans.
Money.
Yeah, I check every day. I think today there was a spot behind the stage, and it was like $500 per day.
God,
you're like this, like
yeah.
So you can probably get a view of the back of Cody Rhodes' head when he does his fucking thing.
Nah,
remembering
Ready to Rumble when those motherfuckers was like all perched under the thing and shit.
I was at that taping.
Were you? I think Willie Mack was in one of those tapings too, man.
They were at the Olympic Auditorium, and there was 2 tapings. One was in like a couple weeks before Halloween, and it was like a day like fucking Raw at Staples Center. Tickets went on sale for their debut at Staples Center, and I remember seeing that from the line in the Grand Olympic Auditorium. And the second one was the fucking big the fucking cage, yeah. But they didn't really film the bump.
That Willie was at.
Willie, man, I remember that dude used to come to shows as a fan, like front row, and I would see him, and he would always because I used to sell merch at PWG, and I would always see him waiting in line, and like there were times when he would do fucking ring crew and shit. Like that dude.
Now this motherfucker's flying international.
That dude, talk about earning
it. Is legit, man. When I first started booking him. We were kind of naive and we're like, yo, you can stay at our house. And he was like, all right. And we had a bed, we had a couch for him. He ran like 3-4 shows with us. And then obviously, we started getting him his hotel rooms and stuff like that. But I mean, he didn't care. He was always down to hold it down.
Yeah.
That was our first champion. And yeah, man, shout to Willie Mack, man.
Shout out Willie Mack, bro. Chocolate Thunder, baby.
I go see him. Whether it's for an hour, sometimes it's for 3 to 4 hours. We kick it at the bar, but Willie Mack's a real one for sure, man.
Yeah,
we used to eat tacos down at TJ all the time. Well, shit, man, Rob, I appreciate your time. I definitely want to get you back on, though. Definitely want to get you back on.
I'm always down to shoot the shit,
Fuck
yeah, we'll talk some hip hop next time, though.
Hey, you guys think GDX2 the upgrade is coming out next week?
I don't even know what you just said.
Kendrick fucking Deluxe for the last album?
Well, that was just it was like a mixtape, they say. So his new one with all the unreleased tracks is coming out next
With like
week.
Lefty Gunplay's verses that weren't supposedly
Fuck
used.
Lefty
Oh,
Gunplay.
the crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
So, because apparently, like Lefty said, like he recorded a bunch of shit with Kendrick, right? But he, like, the only thing that got released was that one hook. But I guess Kendrick.
He said Kendrick really gave him a lot of props, and I guess he gave him more work to do. So we're gonna find out.
So apparently, like the whole, if you look into the clues, it's like one, like the GDX is named after that one car, and like every year, like from December 12th to December 14th, people would have to get upgrades to the car, right?
Oh,
And then
shit.
if you watch the video for Squabble Up, you know, when Kendrick, like he had, like one of the teasers has like two GDX cars in it. And then like during the video, you can see the Compton Christmas Day Parade banner. Compton Christmas Day Parade is usually December 14th.
Nice. I like
So-
the clues.
So, and there was also this thing where people looked into the metadata on the streaming services and it said GDX CD1. So I'm thinking, and a lot of people are
It's gonna
thinking
be a number 2.
he's gonna drop he's probably dropping something either next Wednesday or next Friday. That's what I'm thinking.
Shit,
More
the
diss
14th
tracks or
coming
what?
up quick, so we'll see.
Another album?
Hey, he was really getting sued by Drake.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's suing the label, not
No,
Kendrick, the person, but
he's suing the
same
label
shit.
and he's suing Kendrick on a separate like defamation thing.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Ain't he on the Diddy list too? Kanye?
Supposedly, like there's
Sounds
Rob,
like
I
he
don't
should be.
I don't know if you heard of Crazy Days and Nights, but it's like this Hollywood gossip rumor site that usually is true because it's run by an entertainment lawyer, and they're hinting that Drake is probably going to be involved in some Diddy shit pretty soon. So,
Oh yeah, 100%.
because like I guess
Can't
who was that one girl, Millie Bobby Brown or something, that he was always hanging out with when she was like 13, 14?
The what's that? The Stranger
Stranger
Things
Things girl?
Yeah,
Damn.
What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean?
like he's always hanging out with her or some shit. That's what people were saying.
Like
Damn,
what? When she was like
Stranger
underage?
Drake.
Yes, dude.
Here, talk
There's
about it.
there's like
Oh fuck! He's
like
fucked.
her and some other like girl, like there's rumors about him like being all close to like all these girls and shit and like talking to them, and when they're like 13, 14, and there's like video of him at a concert where he's rubbing up and kissing on some girl. He finds out she's 17 and he's like, oh damn, I don't know if I want to go to jail. And he's just, why do you look like that? And the entire time he's just flirting with her, and it's just awkward as shit, bro.
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
very
there's all kinds of
Drakey.
Like I guess in the like, because the way Blind Items works, like with this site called Crazy Days and Nights, is like they usually refer to someone that's by a nickname, and his nickname is the former wheelchair actor. So
Oh shit! The
Yeah.
full wheelchair.
yeah, former wheelchair actor, and they
Oh,
said
that's fucking great.
Diddy's is the wannabe rapper / producer. Like that's the name they usually use on him, and
Damn.
again, they've been
Yeah,
connecting.
I mean,
Like
yeah,
they've been connecting
a
to.
lot of
Mendez?
people are gonna come to light, but man, if it was him, that
Even Mendez went to my high school,
oh,
Did
even
she?
Mendez, nice.
but she went years before me. DJ Hahn from Lincoln Park also went there.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I don't think I
Wait,
have
why
anyone
aren't we?
popular
Wait,
with our high
Stop
school. I used
talking
to
about
know-
Entourage, by the way.
You were wrapping it up with Rob, and now it's like
I didn't mean to. I shouldn't have done that.
Hey, man, we
Easy.
get I mean, like I said, I can
You're with
sit
us till the
here
end now.
forever, you know what I mean? As long as I know what I'm walking into, it helps me out, you know.
listen, we don't even know what we're walking into most of the time, bro.
I just know Andrew's getting fatter.
I am, bro.
What's the next match that you guys are reviewing?
Dude, that you know,
You got any suggestions?
I mean, yeah, let's do
No.
it right now. You guys come up with something. We'll do it. I'm down.
No, I don't have any specific suggestions.
Let's watch something from your last show.
Yeah, you guys can always watch a match from our show. I never
Guys, pull
mind
it
that
up.
for sure.
What you got?
I feel like we bring the ruckus, you know, as much as possible, but
Let's watch
you
a
know,
tag
things do
match.
happen each match, you know.
Let's watch Los Suavecitos. I want to see what they did at the show. I mean, I saw the show. I just I was just like in and out of paying attention because I had shit going on.
Man, there was a lot of good matches. Was it Limelight versus Excalibur, which is really good. We were able to get Rick Knox
Inflicted that
back.
pain and just took a seat and enjoyed it. Rally.
Oh, can you guys hear
The
that?
fuck was that? God damn, Guz, you scared the shit out of me just now.
Yeah, you know what? I think there was a mix-up with the audio. Right now, we're still trying to get into the whole live stream. So I think on the live stream on YouTube, it didn't pick up a portion of it. So
Yeah, you guys kept cutting out. Like
that's what I heard, man. That was the kill because
Would-
I don't know whose fault it may be, but it's at the end of the day we're all a team. But yeah, I heard it was cutting in and out. I think they got it at
This
the
is
end
Wicked
of the
Wicked,
show.
right? And Chris Nasty.
Yeah, Wicked Chris Nasty versus Sonico and El Kukui. He's from up north.
yeah, I was gonna ask, what's up with El Kakui? Because I've been seeing him and he's followed me on social media.
He's the when you see him, I mean, as a promoter, you would never guess it was him. Super solid guy. Really solid ring work. When you see him visually, you won't expect
Big boy.
much. But I mean, man, he's been killing it. He does a lot of AAA work, a lot of work up north as well. We actually we were supposed to have Brooke Havoc, and he was local to her, so she had mentioned.
Oh, damn, that's a big boy to be lifting like that.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a few of those. But yeah, we kind of got the name from Brooke Havoc, and then we ended up rocking with them, and he was a solid dude, man. It was our first time running with El Kukui.
Shout out Brooke Havoc too. She's really fucking good and she's starting to blow up.
No, she was great. Unfortunately, the travel stuff didn't work. She was on the show for GCW the day before, like halfway across
That was nice.
the country. So we ended up sticking with El Kukui no matter what. I mean, if we hit you up, we want you to work. We're not gonna cancel you because something else happened,
Yeah.
So long story short, El Kukui pulled through. It mixed with the match. It was all luchadors or man, it fucking came together perfect. He probably had one of the top spots of the night too, with the whole hockey puck gimmick.
He went to Japan recently too. Or not too long ago, at least.
He's a good dude, man. He was solid for us. And that's Wicked right there. Sonico's a great dude. He's a great worker, great talent.
That was cool. Oh shit, he's still going. All right. Okay. That's what I'm talking about, people. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Fucking cool moves, action, fucking sequences flowing and shit.
No, we give them a lot of creativity. They try to ask me what I want, and I'm like, look, I'm not the one that's been training. I could tell you what we want at the end, but when it comes to the show, I mean, just give it hell,
Fuck, at least the fucking wrestlers ask you that shit. Nobody ever asks me. I just put up the format sheet. They see what their time is. They see who's going over. They don't ask me shit. They say, "Hey, what do you want from us?" It's like, it'd be nice. Like I would be the same way as you. I would just be like, let them do their shit. But it would be nice to be asked, guys. Come on.
I mean, when we first started promoting Rival, we would come to this exact venue, and they had bar wrestling, and it was just.
Is that who ran at this venue?
Yeah, that's the same venue.
And IWL before them.
Oh, and there was a couple before us. IWL,
XWW.
Yeah, XW, exactly. Yeah.
Fuck, I reviewed some of that shit
for sure.
Fucking Marvin, like those shows were so bad, so bad. Like I'm amazed he didn't ruin this venue for other people. Oh, dude, what did you know about what happened with VXS, Rob shit, and the motorcycle in this venue? Because I heard
I was there that day.
I heard it kind of fucked things up for people for a little bit, or was it just them that
You know
got.
what it was is the American Legion. I don't think VXS did anything wrong. They were just trying to be different. If you look at the camera angle now,
The
there's
door
a door in that back where it shows like that small exit sign right there.
that's right out in the parking lot.
Yeah, so that's the parking lot exit. So the people that do the American Legion, there's some older veterans, and they like to keep their establishment pretty tight.
Hmm.
What happened was the match ended, and they had a special guest, almost like on some Undertaker shit, and they shut the lights off at this venue, just like right now. Shut it off. The door slammed open, and he comes in with like a Harley, like fully going. He's revving it. He runs it like maybe like halfway, like towards this goalpost where Justin's at right now. And the whole staff just flipped out. I guess they didn't tell him about it. But yeah, he basically brought a fucking motorcycle into the building. It was cool. I was at the very end. I was at the bar. I was with my wife, and I was like, oh shit, they did that right now. But yeah, the whole exiting and the staff, they kind of flipped out, and it kind of affected them a little bit. But I mean,
Hey, did you ever hear
I
that?
thought it was cool.
Yeah. Hey, did you ever hear
Yeah, I
that
thought it was
one
cool.
story about how I had to stop Ed's girlfriend and some bartender getting into a fight at one of your shows?
Yeah.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that girl's still working in terms of bartending, but I do know that she was given some heavy drinks.
Yeah. So that night, I guess like Ed's girlfriend was mad at her because she was like goofing around and like not really flirting with Ed, but playing around,
Something was happening. Yeah.
So we're in the walkway like before the main event or during the main event from where the backstage area is into the main hallway
Hit
and
that.
shit. And then I remember like they were like just going back and forth, and then fucking Ed's girlfriend tried to get in her face, and I just had to get in there fucking with my left arm just to hold her back. And then the bartender was talking mad shit, and eventually
Yes.
Ed and his girl left, and the bartender went and got her mom and her aunt or something. They were gonna go fucking jump Ed's girlfriend and shit.
Oh yeah, and I heard about that. Yeah, I guess I think it was the bartender's daughter.
Yeah.
At the end of it, though, yeah, the bartender was kind of in the wrong. They've always been solid.
Yeah. That was funny as shit, though, bro. That was like one of the funniest moments I'd ever been involved with
I
at a
remember
show.
that happening. I was like, man, what? Usually at our shows, we don't have any issues. So when something happens, it's kind of like, oh, what the fuck just happened right now?
It was funny, bro.
No, for sure, man. I mean, especially, we have our characters, we have our fans that we know. But yeah, when something like that goes down, it's something to remember.
Yeah. I remember Gus had a little incident at a show in LA in 2017.
When I punched
where he
Oscar
had-
in the fucking mouth.
Oh
And then
man.
I beat his uncle's ass.
The bruise and
Bumps and bruises.
bumps and bruises, man. They had a solid name and venue that those guys did, man.
That brewery went out of business.
Oh, is that what that was?
I mean, they split before that, but and then they ended up having another promotion run there. But it was like one of those shitty smaller promotions that book like really shitty guys.
God,
Like,
don't tell me he's that strong.
Yeah, this
shit.
is a good spot right here.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna take these chairs
Jeez,
home.
Chris Nasty.
And yeah, those chairs are now in the trash.
Yeah.
And those chairs, why?
Hey,
Why did you do
15
that? You should have had everyone sign them shits and raffle them off next show. Remember that next time.
I mean, they're still in the backyard, but yeah, the motherfuckers don't fold no more.
Hey, I had to fucking
Get them signed and raffle them off.
I brought two
Good
chairs
idea.
to a show once. I could only bring home one because one was so fucked up, and I had so much shit to put in my car with like the sound system, the cooler, the entrance set, leftover waters, bro. I can't take a broken chair home. Sorry.
Yeah, I think those chairs lasted us a good couple, maybe like 2 shows, but yeah, El Kukui done it to them.
I mean, they probably would have gotten fucked up after one show.
We must have missed the spot where he broke the hockey stick, but that was really good.
Let's see the Suavecitos match.
Where's that at?
Give me stop the Suavecito match. I'm gonna grab the charger from my phone here. Give me 1 sec, fellas.
No problem.
Oh, who's that dude in the ring?
He looks like a punk to me. I bet I could beat him up.
Yo, does he have? Yo, bro,
What?
where'd Rob go? Do
He
you know what
went to go
shoes
get
he
his
has
charger.
on? Do you know what
No.
shoes he has on? Wait till he gets back. I'm telling.
Are those like 90s Scottie Pippen shoes or something?
No, he has on the Frank Thomas Big Hurts.
Oh shit.
I'm pretty sure those are the Frank Thomas Big Hurts. Hey, you got on those Frank Thomas Big Hurts in the ring right now?
No, those are the Dion's.
Are they?
Yeah, those are the Dion Air Maxes right there.
Oh, they are. I'm blind. I could just see the.
They look like
thought
Frank Thomas's though.
I thought they were those fucking Air pennies for a moment in white.
Yeah, that's the
match?
Deion Sanders right
Yeah.
there.
You talking about this match?
Suavecito's Crusty Crew.
All right.
Oh yeah, man, this is a good match right here. I had to bring a coat this time, man. Everybody was so judgmental last time. I had to get a nice little coat from the Goodwill.
Hey, once I started wearing a suit, man, everyone started acting different around me. Yo, that hair can sell itself.
It's all good.
Suits are banned in Epic Pro, so I don't know what to tell you guys.
That's
No,
a
it
dirty
was
it
Keep
felt
it
right.
punk.
You know what I mean?
We keep it punk.
Felt right. We got Rick Knox in there.
Shout out Rick Knox. So
Have
proud
you
of
seen
him.
Rick
the
Knox.
Suavecitos yet, guys?
Nah,
They're solid,
my
man.
first time.
They're solid dudes, man.
Yeah, I've had my eyes on them for a while. I would love to bring them in next year because they got so much goddamn talent.
Of course, the Krusty Crew. It's man, it just comes natural with these guys. I mean, it's two Santino boys, but man,
I have to agree with the
like
okay, I mean, listen,
they do it right. And what I mean by Santinos is like you know it's gonna come hard from them. But man, these guys got it.
Yeah, because they fucking have an actual curriculum and they test their students and they make
So wait,
sure
where are
they're
these guys from then?
Vegas?
Yeah, Vegas. I believe they're originally from LA, but they've been training and living in Vegas as the Citos.
There's something electric in the air.
I was gonna say if they're not from LA, why are they claiming LA?
No, I think they're originally from and kind of like I don't know how this
and they
goes.
want to show who's really running things
But
on the West
I know
Coast.
they've been training out of LA, Las Vegas. Excuse me.
Danny Rose and Lucas Riley, the two smallest members of their respective tag team, though.
Hey, look at their gear though. Look at the fucking material on those shorts. Fucking looking like fucking like
something I'm not sure
They got
velour,
that,
yeah.
that suede short. Remember that Playboy 69? Like back in the 90s, that's there.
The Juicy Couture.
They may be a little bit smaller, but what's the lack in size? They may more than make up for it in heart, that's for sure.
Danny Rose from
I bet you they soft though.
Attempted reversed here.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Control of the arm here. Nice arm here from the Gravity Renegade.
Hey, Lucas has definitely got a lot of mass on him over the past couple years, man. He's looking good.
Yeah, he's got a lot bigger, man. He looks great, man.
Like he started out as a teenager, so now he's like getting in his mid-20s. So you're gonna see a lot of dudes growing up from like being teenagers to adults, and they're gonna start getting into their adult forms.
There is a level of
Lucas is nice, man. He's been getting bigger.
Honest, they do not like each other.
Look at him. I mean, you can see his presence. You know what I mean? And when he comes into the ring, he demands it, man. He's a good talent.
I remember one time at a show, like I was going around making the rounds, you know, saying what's up to people, and I go up to this one guy who's in a hat and like some weird like scarf thing over his head. I had no idea who it was. And I was like, "Hey man, do I know you?" He's like, "It's Lucas." I was like, "Oh shit, dude," because he looks so different when he's got his hat on and
the hat and the bandana.
Yeah. Like he looks so different. It's like, holy shit, I didn't recognize you.
No, yeah, man.
That's how Donnie Suarez used to
Him and
be.
Dom, man.
He used to be he used to be Clark Kent after a wrestling show. It was Clark Kent and shit. Like, who are you, bro?
Dom Kubrick has gotten so much better too. Like,
Didn't he have a more flamboyant gimmick when he first started?
yeah,
Or no, am
but
I
he's
thinking of somebody else?
no, he had a
Plays a
really
big part in
weirdish gimmick.
if the goalkeeper
Yeah,
is
he used
Did
to
he?
come out with
also
a
separate
different
you.
manager.
People feel
Halston
like
Body.
one way, maybe it was supposed
There
to
you
go the
go.
other.
No,
But
yeah,
he's
Dom
Tonight,
is
we
great,
find
man.
out which way it's going to
His
go for sure between these two
charisma
teams.
and the cockiness of them too. I mean, you see him work right here.
Distance.
That's
I mean,
nice.
a lot of teams aren't working like they're working right now.
Yeah.
The springboard basement drop kicking Riley into the cover. No, only a 2.
I think it's crazy that as much as these teams,
I like how they're just going right
this
into
is the
action,
very first
like
time
just
they've
straight
ever
up
matched up against each
keeping
other.
focus on the match itself and making it clear that, you know, in the story they're making it like appear they're fighting for something because there's something on the line. It helps add, you know, to the illusion that the tag titles, you know, are something that these guys are actually fighting for.
Something of significance. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, for sure.
It's always a positive and it's always a boost. And that's why, like, you know, I really enjoy Rival Pro because you guys book a lot of these talents that I also book as well, but talents I also want to eventually book that care about this shit. Whereas, like,
No, for sure, man.
there's
It's
all
always
these,
about
Clean.
there's all these other
booking the best talent. I mean, you know, someone who's gonna give you a story, and you know, we don't want one person to have to carry another person.
yeah.
You know, I feel like if we bring it all in one match.
Yo, what's that dude's name again? By the pole right there?
Don Kubrick.
Literally
one?
by the corner.
Danny Rose and
Yeah.
Dom?
We're gonna show some of that sadism.
No.
Yeah,
Right there,
Danny
the
Rose
fans.
right there.
Ricky
The
G?
fans.
Which fans?
Isn't the tall guy? What's his name? Roger?
Rogelio?
Yeah.
Fan de Lucha? I don't think that's him.
Take it lying down. G up and over. Off the ropes. In comes Rose. I'm not sure if Kubrick realizes.
No, but you guys book really good talent, and it's like it shows
These guys
that
are gelling well together, really good.
it shows where your guys' priority is as a promotion, whereas all these other promotions out here in SoCal are like, you know, I'm just gonna book my friend and I'm gonna book this guy because he's cheap and we're on a budget, blah blah
Right.
blah. But you guys actually put thought into your like shows and shit, and it shows.
These guys need a rematch
that.
already.
Sometimes I don't know. I mean, I'll see other shows and I'll see other flyers, and
Absolutely.
I kind of think,
And they're coming
you know,
off a big
out of the box, like, man, what is this? Like, you know, how is this? You know, why do people want to watch this? But I get it. You know, people want to put on their friends, or if you got a group of talent you want to put on. But we really try to make it meaningful. I mean, you know, we used to be fans ourselves. You know, is it going to be something we're going to buy a ticket for?
Yeah.
Right.
Or is it something we're going to try to sneak into because it's local?
Hey, that was a nice little move right there. A little
Knocking the
sneak
guy out.
elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Prevent
like
the tag right there.
Hey, so just real quick, I've been like really like I know you guys been talking and shit, but I really like been watching this, and there has been like hardly any hesitation of moves. Like they've been so fluid. Like all four of them have been real fluid with each other.
Yeah. Because you could tell that they have fucking good training. You could tell that they put in the effort. They're not just guys who like they're fucking like absorbing all this fucking shit that's being said on like podcasts by fucking dudes in their fucking 50s and 60s.
What's the name of this tag team?
Los Suavecitos and the Krusty Crew.
No, the Los Suavecitos.
They
They definitely
Suavecitos and the Krusty Crew you might know from
I know who the Krusty Crew is, but
that's the Krusty Krab crew.
But my comment on the Suavecito, they need to come out with like some like mirrored aviators and some kind of like rayon Florida type shit. You know what I mean? Like just a little bit more. Do they?
Yeah.
I didn't see them come out. out. My bad.
Dude, there was one show where they came out on lowrider bikes.
Yeah.
In Vegas.
That's what they need to hit up every time when they go somewhere, they need to hit up a local lowrider spot. And yeah, they need bikes.
No, yeah, they come out with that like that LA like kind of like Cholo vibe.
Okay.
You know, and you know,
my
when
bad,
you
guys.
first
My
hear
bad.
of it, you're like, well, that's not gonna work. But when you see it, it's like, oh shit, that's over.
Ooh.
Their
Nice.
promos are so fucking good too.
Are
Like they
they?
fucking bro,
Yeah.
they're on point like all the fucking time.
How long have these guys been in?
I'm from the area, like Ballin Park and all that. So like when I thought about it, I was like, oh man, there's no way. Like this is kind of like the people around town, like that we all grew up with. But it goes so perfect. These dudes are so charismatic. They fit the hood. They fit the scene, man. It's
Like
perfect, man.
they definitely are like all four of these guys. Like if you grew up in a Latino neighborhood, they got the fucking vibe of dudes you knew.
Oof.
Like that's what we have in SoCal. A lot of those dudes who fit those molds and shit. Like
Yes,
fucking
yes.
Tito's that one dude that you just don't fuck with on the block, you know. Or fucking Slice Boogie's the dude came from New York, but he's also, you know, the dude that has respect because of how he carries himself.
Slice Boogie crazily works great. He's the villain. He has that New York accent. You know,
He's
he
just
tells
got the
fans, "Fuck you, get off." It's just
he's got the
man,
aura.
it
He knows
feels
what
right.
to do.
It feels New
Yeah.
York. You know what I mean?
He's natural. He's not trying to be a character. He's just the
Yeah.
personality. He's got personality, and that's the difference between all these guys. Like a lot of these guys are just trying to be characters and gimmicks. Slice Boogie is letting his personality come through,
100%.
and that works.
You're right, man. It overly works for him. Sometimes I don't know if he's shooting on me or not when I talk to him, because you know his attitude is always the same, which is like this true New Yorker. You know what I mean? Humble dude, but yeah, I mean, yeah, Slice Boogie he'll get it, man, if he needs to. You know.
I remember talking to Damien Arsenic one time.
That was fucking nice.
That was sick. And he was telling me like,
bro.
Like someone was talking about Boogie. He's like, "Yo, does he hate me or something? Why does he like that?" Because I guess someone had a negative interaction with Boogie because he said something. He was like, "Yeah, whatever," or something. And Kyle on like Damien was telling him that person was like, "Nah, that's just how he is. He's just from New York. That's just who he is. He's good. He's good."
You'll never know, man. People from New York, they got a specific accent and style, and I mean, Slice will tell you more than I can, but. Yeah. Don't mistake them wrong. They could be humble as hell. They could just be. It's just the way they talk.
Yeah, like because like someone says like Slice Boogie.
Yeah, Slice.
Like you said yourself, like you're saying, you still there, bro?
Did we lose him?
Oh man.
Hey,
I was gonna say people have told me like Slice Boogie's really professional and he's like very firm. So it's like I respect that.
We hear you.
Your camera's off though.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Yeah, this is a really good match.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's just watch this match because it's really good, honestly.
Really good, honestly. All right, I think I'm back on now. My phone was dying now.
All right. Now I can hear myself.
I can hear myself too.
Fuck, was my phone affecting everyone?
Yeah. Just the background audio. Don't go into the light.
Don't go into the light. Yeah, man. Hopefully we could we'll chop it up after, but maybe get something maybe cracking out in Vegas, maybe during Mania weekend. You know what I mean? And there's a couple opportunities, and we're trying to this next year trying to really step up what we got. So,
hey, you know a song from Pandemonium, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Talk to him because he's got something in Vegas going on.
Okay, sweet. Now I know Adam is really good friends with him, so I'll have him stay in contact. Yeah, we're just trying to keep it going. This last show went really well. We had a lot of walk-ups. I don't know if it was because of the holiday season, you know, but we did well with the pre-sales, but the walk-ups were insane, man.
That's great. That's always good.
Yeah, we were sitting there. We had the card reader, and we were like, "Holy fuck!" Everyone's, you know, and not to over exaggerate anything. I mean, you guys see the crowd there. I mean, it is what it is. It's standing room only. But yeah, this was probably one of our better shows of the year, which we were pretty proud of, man. So it's pretty cool.
Like, aside from the two like left and right sides of the ring, it's pretty much almost the same number of people that I'd see at a Born Wrestling show.
Yeah, we're trying to get back to that. I know we got a lot of flack at first, thinking that we were of the same. So people kind of didn't want to go back there, but we've kind of established what we have now and who we are, and yeah, it's nice to be back. Yeah, it's a pretty historic building, regardless of what promotion was there.
I like that camera angle.
Yeah, I think they taped it like to the turnbuckle or something like that. Um, it's a whole new kind of. We have Kevin. Kevin's really good on camera. But we got we got like a team that's streaming now. They got like 3-4 guys, and so that's kind of like where all the angles are coming from. I mean, to be honest, this wouldn't even be online if we haven't had it finished yet. So this is just straight off, the stream, just camera angle, shit like that. So, like I said, we're trying to step it up. They're an extra couple hundred pennies, but whatever, it works.
Hey, let's talk privately and we'll talk more about streaming stuff.
Yeah, let's go into it, man. Whatever you guys want, man. Let's do it.
For sure.
Well, Rob, we're at our 2-hour mark anyway.
Sounds good, dog.
Brother, I really appreciate your time. We got some echoing going on, but that's all good.
That might be mine. I think my wife's had my baby in the bath right now. So, but cheers to you guys. It was dope being on here. I hope I can be back.
Oh, 100%.
Man, like I said, I appreciate you guys. I told Gus before. I haven't told Andrew yet, but I love listening to this shit. This is like my daily drive home. So keep putting more out so I can have shit to do on my drive home. Keep sandbagging, motherfuckers. Hey, that's not my job. That's y'all job.
Hey,
I'm just here to listen and I'm here to chuckle on my drive home. But I don't have any bad critique or any hate. I think what you guys are doing is it's meant and it needs to happen sometimes. You know what I mean?
Hey, appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, man.
Peace, man. I appreciate y'all. Andrew, I'll talk to you. Gus, thank you so much, bro.
For sure, bro.
Hey, we got him on finally.
Hell yeah, dude. Now we need to get Red Spider on here to talk about the
Hey, but shout out Big Rob. Appreciate your time, man. I know it got echoey towards the end because of the phone situation, but shout out Rival Pro. You guys are doing something out there. You guys have something special. You guys got good talent. You guys are drawing crowd. You guys got people walking up buying tickets. That's what it's all about, and you guys did that during the holidays. So
and the same day as Survivor Series too. I forgot to mention.
Yeah, he did that the night of Survivor Series, didn't he?
Dude, I ran the night of Survivor Series last year, and I had the second worst draw of my fucking run.
And he had the best draw of his, and he had a good crowd too.
You know what's funny is that I didn't draw under 100 people for that show. So Mark Ortiz, I'm still better than your ass at my worst, bitch.
Damn, he just had it.
I mean, I had to.
Andrew, when did you stop believing in Santa?
My dad, who was a fucking dickhead, told me right around like when I was 7 or 8 that there's no fucking Santa. Shut up. Yeah, he's a dick. What can I say? But anyway, Nintendo 64, Sega Genesis, the WWF Jack Pacific Wrestling Ring, and some video games, were my top 5. What about your top 5 Christmas presents?
Back in the day, G.I. Joes, the new G.I. Joes, any G.I. Joes that were out. I wanted the He-Man castle. I got that. I wanted the Batman, the Batwing that came out. It had like a gun trigger.
Ooh.
It was a Batwing and it had a gun trigger, so you could fly it around, like do your own thing like that.
I had a Batmobile.
I got the Batmobile for a good grade. Actually.
It wasn't probably the same Batmobile from your era because it was probably like a movie version.
Mine was the Batmobile, Michael Keaton Batmobile.
So the one I got was the Batman the Animated Series version from the 90s. Did you ever watch that one?
Hmm?
Did you ever watch that series?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So fucking good.
So good.
Bro, like that and the X-Men. Like I haven't watched X-Men 97, but that X-Men series.
I didn't watch X-Men 97. But
I mean, I just haven't. I'm not trying to say it as a dig or anything, but you know, that was
shout out Ninja Turtles. I think the Ninja Turtles collection was the last thing I actually wanted. Andrew, it's been fun.
Yeah,
2 hours.
2 hours.
No!
I gotta pee.
Wait.
Are we stopping?
I check my messages. Thoughts popping off, I'm in trouble. This life can burst like a bubble. Nothing is subtle, the pain I carry within. Wanna jump out of my skin.
Turning me for anything I think fast. My advice wish, no free pass.
Cause I'm like, no free pass. My number, no pad. No free pass.
Right in my notepad. It's making you uncomfortable, I know that. You don't wanna talk, no feelings, so I'm looking at the